1776, only white male landowners aged 21 and over were granted the ability to vote. 1848 saw the start of the women's suffrage movement. Here, women mobilized and demanded their voices be heard. The Civil Rights Act of 1866 granted citizenship, but not the right to vote, to all native-born Americans, excluding Native Americans. Congress passed the 15th Amendment in 1870, prohibiting a citizen's right to vote being denied based on race, color, or previous condition of servitude. 1896, Louisiana passes grandfather clauses to keep former slaves and their descendants from voting by denying suffrage. 1920 saw the ratifying of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, thus giving women the right to vote. In 1940, Jim Crow laws introduced obstacles like literacy tests and poll taxes, which were meant to discourage black citizens from voting. The Voting Rights Act of 1965 permanently barred unjust election practices targeting racial and ethnic minorities. It required prior discriminatory jurisdictions to pass federal approval for changes in their election laws. In 2006, Section 5 of the Voting Rights Act was extended for 25 years. This ensured that state and local governments don't deny American citizens the right to vote based on race. In 2020, 55 years after the Voting Rights Act was signed into law, advocates continue the fight to close the voter registration gap.
Register and vote.
Because history is at a crossroads.
Before it's no longer an option.
Because as a Hispanic millennial, it is important to lead with example and let voices like mine be heard.
Because it's your right, your responsibility, and your privilege.
Because using our voices to vote is an absolute necessity in these times.
To protect your rights to choose what happens to your body.
Because my vote and your vote can make a difference.
Because this is the most important election of a lifetime.
Because our planet, our families, and our future depends on it.
Because our ancestors couldn't.
Register and vote.